Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to making a video game, because that's what we're doing. Currently, I'm not going to be working on it this exact moment. I'm just recording the intro here for you guys because I have the idea and I want to get it recorded so I have it so that once I get into the project, we can go. So, I do apologize right off for the last video sounding like dog water. It's been a year since I've done any YouTube, so the last one sounds awful. My fiance put it on the TV at one point. She had to crank the TV to 100, and it just sounded awful. But I'm going to be trying to fix that in the future here. What I'm doing here and now is I want to make a video game with you, or for you, as a tutorial, I guess, and to help me expand my video game knowledge, because I'm working on mine still, but as I'm working on mine until it gets to alpha stage, I want to make something kind of fun here, something I've always wanted to make. So, I have always wanted to make a horde game. Not like a 7 Days to Die, like a Call of Duty Zombies, where it's like you're trapped on one level, you have endless hordes of whatever coming at you, you have to get weapons somehow, and you have to survive for however long, be it endless mode or like 10 rounds or 100 rounds or whatever. So, I am going to be doing that. That's the goal. I want to make a horde game. Now, the main theme of this game is still up in the air. Aside from horde theme, I've got, zombies in a bunker. I've got, space dwarves versus I don't know, bugs or some kind. I can't really do that because that's Deep Rock Galactic's thing. But maybe it'll be space dwarves versus space orcs. Who knows? I'm gonna come up with the story and idea of it later. I'm focusing on the mechanics right now. The mechanics right now are going to be making the player move, making the player able to collect, utilize, and store weapons, and that won't be anything like an inventory system. It'll just basically be like a hotbar. It's like you have this weapon, this weapon, this weapon, this weapon, maybe only 2 weapons, maybe 3 weapons, maybe 4 weapons, I don't know. I want to be able to have both shooting weapons and melee weapons, and then I need to create the AI for the enemy, because once I have one of those done, I can modify that one to fit any other type of enemy in the future. So if I'm just looking at the stuff I have on my table right here, right now, as just ideas, I have a beholder, I have a nurgling rotling thing, and I have a mule from Deep Rock. So, just looking at those right now gives me a couple of ideas. One of them being 2 enemies. One being the big bulky tank, laser beamy shooty guy, which would be themed after the beholder, but like not a beholder because I can't do that because of copyright. And then one would be the standard zombie, which would be the nurgling thing. Picking up Molly gave me an idea immediately for supply caches. Not like you go here to grab new ammo or grab new grenades. Like, that's the supply cache where you can go to drop off resources to convert into something else, or you can go there to stash weapons for future gameplay, or you can go there to like grab a specific weapon or craft a specific weapon maybe. But that's all future planning. This is how, and I know this is bad, this is how my brain works when I try to come up with a new game to make, and I've only made 2, both of them being bad. So my brain is immediately on like 7 different levels of scope. I'm going to bring that down right here, right now, because I know for a fact I need 3 things. I need the level, I need the player, I need the enemy. So I think those are going to be my 3 main things. The level, not going to be that hard. It's a lot of modeling. I'm going to make it simple for now. The player, you don't need to see them. It's a single player game for the moment, so you don't need to see what the player looks like, so I can ignore modeling that and get right into the mechanics of it. The enemy, on the other hand, I need to come up with an idea for the enemy, what kind of enemy I want to be fighting. So I'm going to stop recording this. I'm going to go back to my work, my actual job, and while I'm working, I'm going to think it over and get back to you guys in a couple hours. Because I'm on this train thought of video game creation right now, I took a look at, because I want to double check, the next Ludum Dare is in 30 days and 3 hours. Now, for those of you who don't know what Ludum Dare is, it's a game jam, and game jams exist in many different forms across many different peoples and platforms and forums and whatevers. But the Ludum Dare is the one that I tend to take part in, because the one I've only taken part in. No, I took part in one years before I knew what I was doing. But it's the one I've taken part in and successfully completed. So what it is you have 48 to 72 hours, depending on which mode you choose. Competition, you have 48 hours. Regular jam, you have 72. I did the compo last year because I felt like I would enjoy it more if I did compo. 3 days feels like a lot of time to me. But you have either of those amounts of time to create a video game based around a theme provided and voted on by the community. So last year's theme, or not last year, the last Jam's theme was delivery. I made a game, and I'll try and dig it up. Actually, one second. This is the game I made. Last Lundare, I made a game called, you can't see it behind me, Rain, Sleet, Zombies. It was my first attempt ever at making a game for a Jam. It's not the greatest world, as you can see, like there's things like this right here. This is all kind of bugged up. I do like the style of it. Like some of the graphics do look really good close up. Far away, they don't look so great. But effectively, you are playing a mailman who has to deliver an antidote, which is in your hand there, across the city to a delivery convoy. So you play a game, you start off, you can run, you can sprint. It doesn't look great. I had very little time to learn the animation mechanic, let alone actually enjoy the game. The zombies spawn, you can beat them up with your mailbag. There's a health pack. It's got a kill counter. Oh, it's right behind me. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can pause. I forgot I put that in. Haha, look at me. Let's get rid of the webcam entirely. So you can see I've got, kills, or health, lives, and kills. I made everything in this game, though. As you can tell, the houses, the trucks, the fire hydrants, the lampposts, these boards, the zombies. I made all of this. I also put in secrets, because I don't think a game is good unless it has secrets. So, one of the secrets in this game is the mail hammer. So, give me 2 seconds. Oh, yeah, the zombies also speed up exponentially the longer they're alive. See? So, getting to the secret weapon is not that easy. You can kind of juke and jive them a little bit. Get the health, get the... Oh, I'm dead. But, anyways... there's pickups you can get on this level. Also, let me go back to the main cam. So there's pickups on the level. There's one that gives you a one-hit KO hammer, which is what I was going for, which I couldn't get to. There are 3 permanent health increases that you get. Your health goes up by 5 every time you pick one up. You have that every time you pick up a health vial. Your health goes up to maximum again. That was my first attempt at making a game. I'll post it somewhere for you guys. It's on itch.io. I'll post it on the link in the description. You can go check that out if you want. It's not great. It was my very first actually completed game. But yes, I'll be right back. Alright, so let's start with very simple things. So we're going to make Horde game. We're not going to have a name yet, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to make it single player with potential multiplayer stretch. If it works out. Sorry, my typing is horrendous right now. I'm freaking out. We want at least right now 1 level, 1 enemy, 1 player, and we need, I'd say, 4 weapons. Let's do 2 guns and 2 melee. So, enemy. We need... Actually, we're going to do 2 enemies. Let's do 2. I always like to do 2. So we need 1 normal enemy. Standard unit. Spelling would be nice. And we need 1 special enemy. This is going to be the, boss / tank of the enemies that we're going to be encountering. Or we're going to be making anyways. Weapons. We need 1, pistol style. We need 1, I say shotgun. Yeah, shotgun style. We need 1 knife, and we need 1, let's say, axe. I like axes. Cool. This is effectively all we need to know right now. Basically, that's it, yeah. Now, I do tend to, when I make these lists, I have my stretch goals and what I want to do to consider a stage done. This one, for having, let's say, stage 1 alpha, let's do 0.1. We need to have the player controller. We need to have the weapons, let's say 2 weapons, the pistol and knife. We have 1 enemy, standard unit, and we need to have the ability to keep score. We need to have the level. Let's put, oh yeah, we need the level. We need to have health. We need to have ammo. We need to have no, I wouldn't count animations on top of there. So we have the player controller, which I will spell correctly. We have 2 weapons, a pistol and a knife. We have to 1 enemy standard unit. We have to have the score, the level, health, ammunition, and I would add, because it's who I am, music. But also that's absolutely not necessary. What we need is we need sounds more than music. Sound effects. Let's go with we need a walking sound. We need shooting, reloading. We need melee sound. We need enemy sound. We need walking, shooting, reloading, melee. No, we don't even have to pick up weapons because we're just gonna spawn with those 2. That'll be fine. That's basically all we need. We need these things to consider this stage done. So we're gonna mark them in red because that's what I do, and as I knock them off, I turn them green. That's how I work. So I double checked all of the things I've been making for my current actual game. I guess the game that I'm just making off YouTube for now, but we can turn this one green because we already have a player controller. I'm just gonna take the script from there, pop it into the new project, and that'll be that. Everything else here, we're gonna have to make from scratch. The vast majority of it I can just kind of do. However, I believe the enemy AI is going to take a little bit of extra work. Not too much from what I made for that initial little game that I showed you, the Rain Fleet Zombies. So it shouldn't be terribly different from that. We'll see what happens.